So this is the head of Carole Reeves. For a long time this was the only person we knew the name of in the collection because it's actually got his name written on the original label that's around his neck. It actually gives Reeves number 34, murderer, and 1840, so that was the year that he was executed. So Carole was the head that was given to a group of museum studies students to research, and hence this is the one that sort of led into the whole collection getting known properly. So Carole lived in Germany, southern Germany. He is a murderer, as the tag suggests. He's one of the bad types that Noel collected, and his crime, he had several children with his wife. He only wanted one. He decided that this was a burden on him, and he took one of his children out, who was quite sickly, to a stream behind his house and held him underwater until he drowned. Then put him back in bed and pretended that, that the child had died in his sleep. Now his wife understandably was quite suspicious about this, and later on, a few days I think, he decided to get rid of her as well. So he asked her to go down to their basement to collect some potatoes, and when on her way down he took an axe and hit her on the back of the head several times. This caused a bit of a commotion in the house, a shared house, and he was found. He tried to claim that he hadn't done it and that she'd fallen down the stairs. However, after being tried and convicted, he confessed just before his execution. He was executed by beheading with a sword, which apparently is quite common in Germany at that time. More unusual things about Carole and some of the other heads is that it's a death mask. There's several ways we can know that. Looking here, his mouth's open, which you don't get in a life mask. Obviously it said murderer on the label as well. However, if you look very closely at one of his eyes, you can actually see part of his eyebrow still embedded in the plaster. You can see this in several of the examples we have, which we think suggests that someone wasn't taking very much care, which is understandable if the person was dead.